out for a clinical trial, and he had 2 different trials he was trying out for 2 days in a row. And it was so late when I read about this that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go out and get coconut oil, much less MCT oil. And so we went for the screening in the morning. He needed to get at least 16 points on a 30-point memory test, and he got only 14 points. And we were devastated. He did not get into that clinical trial. The doctor had him draw a clock, and what he drew was no big circle, a few little random circles and a few numbers just kind of scattered on the page. And she told me he was on the verge of severe Alzheimer's. And, that was pretty devastating, but I kind of knew it already. And so we went and bought some coconut oil on the way home. And then I figured out from the fatty acid composition of the coconut oil, which I was able to look up on a USDA website, I found out that it was 60% medium chain triglycerides. So I figured out how much coconut oil I would need to give him that would be equal to the dose of that medical food that I had read about. So the next day he was trying out again for a different clinical trial, different location. And it was going to be in the early afternoon. So I gave him, it turned out to be a little over 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, which is a lot of oil. But I put it in his oatmeal and he ate it just fine, didn't have any problem with it. I took it. I got indigestion from that much, the first time, but I don't have a gallbladder. But I got used to it. But anyway, so he took the coconut oil and we go for the testing about 3 hours later, and he gained 4 whole points from the day before, and he qualified for the clinical trial. And it was kind of astonishing because, with this medical food, the press release I read about was a trial where it was just a single dose of this MCT oil that 9 out of 20